Martha sat in her cozy living room, surrounded by boxes she had promised herself she'd tackle weeks ago. The wedding china, her children's baby clothes, and a stack of old photo albums formed a fortress around her. "Where do I even begin?" she whispered, feeling both overwhelmed and sentimental. If you've ever felt like Martha, drowning in memories and unsure how to move forward, you're not alone. Most seniors unknowingly declutter in a way that makes the process harder. Today, we'll uncover why 90% of us are doing it backwards and, more importantly, how to fix it. Let's start by unraveling the most common mistake. One of the biggest challenges seniors encounter when decluttering is starting in the wrong place, often with the most emotionally charged belongings. This backward approach often leads to feelings of overwhelm, frustration, and even sadness. For Martha, her initial instinct was to dive into her attic, sorting through her late husband's belongings. Each item seemed to unlock a flood of emotions: a favorite sweater, his collection of books, even an old fishing rod. Instead of making progress, she found herself sitting for hours, paralyzed by memories and unsure of what to let go of. Starting with sentimental items feels natural because they're often the most visible or emotionally prominent. However, they're also the hardest to part with. When seniors begin here, the emotional weight can quickly derail the process. Start with spaces that don't carry emotional baggage, like a junk drawer, pantry, or bathroom cabinet. These areas allow you to build momentum without being bogged down by nostalgia. Remember, decluttering isn't about erasing your past. It's about making room for your future. Start small, and you'll gain the confidence to tackle more challenging spaces later. When Martha first decided to declutter, she told herself, "I'll clear out the entire garage this weekend." Armed with boxes and trash bags, she dove in, only to find herself exhausted and discouraged after just 2 hours. The sheer scale of the task made it feel impossible, and she ended up leaving the job half-finished, vowing to try again someday. This all-or-nothing mentality is another reason many seniors feel stuck. Decluttering an entire home, collected over decades, isn't a task for a single afternoon. It's a journey. Society often promotes quick-fix solutions. The idea of a massive overhaul can feel appealing, but in practice, it leads to burnout. Seniors, in particular, may underestimate the physical and emotional toll of decluttering. Break the task into smaller, manageable chunks. Instead of tackling a whole room, focus on a single shelf, drawer, or corner. Dedicate 15 to 30 minutes per session, setting a timer to stay on track. Celebrate each small victory. It's these incremental steps that lead to big results. One senior, Jane, shared her experience. "I started with my kitchen pantry, sorting through expired spices and duplicates. It wasn't glamorous, but it was doable. Finishing that one task gave me the motivation to tackle the next area. Tackling smaller tasks reduces feelings of overwhelm and builds confidence. With each completed session, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment that inspires you to keep going." Standing in front of her overflowing closet, Martha hesitated over a box of scarves she hadn't worn in years. "But what if I need these someday?" she thought. This internal debate is a common roadblock for many seniors. The fear of making the wrong decision can stall progress and lead to holding on to items that no longer serve a purpose. As we age, we accumulate items with the mindset that they might be useful in the future. Combine that with the sentimental value many items carry, and it's easy to fall into the trap of overthinking. If the answer is no to these questions, it's a sign to let the item go. Consider donating items in good condition to charities or passing them on to family members. After struggling with her scarves, Martha tried the 1-year rule. She realized she hadn't worn most of them in years. Instead of keeping all 20 scarves, she selected her 3 favorites and donated the rest to a women's shelter. It felt good knowing they would be used and appreciated, she said. It's okay to feel uncertain. Decluttering is as much an emotional process as a physical one. Trust yourself and remember that letting go of things doesn't mean letting go of the memories attached to them. It's easy to get stuck in areas of your home that feel monumental, but sometimes the simplest victories come from focusing on spaces you use every day. For Martha, that meant her bathroom. The cluttered counter, overflowing drawers, and mismatched towels had been a daily source of frustration, but she hadn't realized how much it was affecting her mood. High-use areas, like bathrooms, kitchens, and closets, are the workhorses of your home. When they're cluttered, they can make everyday tasks feel like a chore. By decluttering these spaces first, you create a foundation of ease and efficiency that ripples throughout your daily life. Start with one drawer, shelf, or cabinet in a high-use area. Remove everything and evaluate each item's usefulness. Toss expired toiletries, donate unused duplicates, and organize the remaining essentials in clear, labeled containers. Clearing out her bathroom not only freed up space, but also gave her a sense of immediate accomplishment. She could find her skincare items quickly and even rediscovered a few forgotten treasures she loved. It was like a mini makeover for my morning routine, she said, laughing. Focusing on functional spaces first offers immediate payoffs. You'll feel a sense of relief and pride every time you use those areas, which builds motivation to tackle other parts of your home. Next, Martha turned her attention to her kitchen, a place where memories of family dinners and holiday gatherings lingered. She realized, though, that these memories didn't live in the mismatched Tupperware lids or the drawer full of dull knives. Kitchens are often hotspots for unnecessary clutter. From outdated gadgets to duplicate utensils, these items can make cooking less enjoyable and more stressful. By streamlining your kitchen, you can transform it into a space that serves you, not the other way around. The 1-year rule. If you haven't used a kitchen item in the past year, consider letting it go. Create zones for commonly used items, like keeping coffee mugs near the coffee maker or pots and pans near the stove. Donate or discard items you no longer use, like that bread maker gathering dust in the corner. Martha found 5 sets of measuring cups during her kitchen declutter. I didn't even realize I had so many, she admitted. She kept her favorite set and donated the others, making room in her drawers and simplifying her cooking process. A decluttered kitchen not only makes meal prep faster and easier, but also creates a welcoming environment for friends and family. It becomes a space you're proud to share, a place to make new memories. One of the most transformative changes Martha made was tackling her closet. Every time I opened it, I felt overwhelmed, she said. It was full of clothes she hadn't worn in decades, many of which no longer fit her current lifestyle. Closets are personal spaces that reflect your daily routines and identity. A cluttered closet can make getting dressed stressful, while an organized one can simplify your mornings and boost your confidence. Start by sorting your clothes into categories: keep, donate, and discard. Ask yourself, does this fit? Do I feel good wearing it? Does it suit my current lifestyle? Organize your wardrobe by season, color, or type to make finding items easier. She decided to keep only the clothes she truly loved and wore often. Items like her tailored blouses and comfortable cardigans stayed, while the sequined gown she hadn't touched in 20 years went to a local theater group for costumes. Another senior, Helen, shared her closet decluttering success. I realized I was holding on to clothes because of how much they cost, not because I wore them. Letting go of those items felt liberating. A decluttered closet makes mornings more enjoyable and gives you a sense of control and clarity. It's not just about the clothes, it's about creating a space that reflects who you are today. For many seniors, sentimental items aren't just objects, they're anchors to memories and emotions. That old quilt isn't just fabric, it's the warmth of family gatherings. The dusty tennis racket isn't just equipment, it's weekends spent on the court with friends. Our possessions often become intertwined with our identities and the people we love. Letting them go can feel like erasing those moments or dishonoring those relationships. Start by acknowledging the emotions tied to these items. Give yourself permission to grieve, reminisce, and celebrate the memories they represent. Then, focus on curating instead of discarding. Choose a select few items that hold the deepest meaning and find ways to honor them. She decided to keep her late husband's favorite fishing rod and a single photo of him with their kids at the lake, framing it for her wall. The rest of his fishing gear was donated to a youth program, ensuring it would continue creating joy for others. Letting go of sentimental items doesn't mean letting go of the memories. It's about keeping what truly matters and releasing the rest to make space for new moments. Sentimental clutter can feel overwhelming without a clear plan. Martha discovered that breaking the process into smaller steps made all the difference. Create categories. Divide sentimental items into groups, such as photos, keepsakes, or heirlooms. This helps you see the scope of your possessions without feeling like you're tackling everything at once. Start with the least emotional items. Choose items that have meaning, but aren't as deeply tied to your heart. This could be souvenirs from a vacation or greeting cards from acquaintances. Preserve memories digitally. Martha took photos of items she couldn't keep, like her children's artwork and old letters. I created a digital scrapbook, she said, so I can revisit those memories anytime without cluttering my home. Involving family or friends. Invite loved ones to help sort through items. They may cherish something you're ready to let go of, making the process feel like a gift rather than a loss. These steps empower you to approach sentimental decluttering with care and confidence. Instead of feeling stuck, you'll gain clarity and a sense of accomplishment. As Martha continued her journey, she realized that sentimental items often carried not just memories, but also guilt. She felt guilty for considering the donation of gifts she'd received but never used, or items her children had made decades ago. This guilt weighed heavily until she shifted her perspective. Guilt can hold us back, making it difficult to part with items that no longer serve us. But by reframing your mindset, you can find peace in letting go. Focus on gratitude. Instead of feeling guilty, thank the item for the role it played in your life. For example, Martha held her daughter's old dance costumes and said, "Thank you for all the joy you brought us during those recitals." Release items with intention. Donate to organizations or people who can use them. Knowing that something will bring happiness to someone else can make parting ways easier. Celebrate the act of decluttering. Recognize that by letting go, you're creating space for the present and future, new experiences, relationships, and opportunities. Another senior, Diane, shared, "I donated my husband's collection of model trains to a local club. Seeing the joy it brought to others gave me a sense of closure and happiness." Letting go with grace and gratitude shifts the process from one of loss to one of love and celebration. It honors your past while embracing your future. One of the first things Martha noticed after decluttering was how easy it was for small items to pile up again. A magazine here, a receipt there. It didn't take much for her once clear surfaces to start feeling chaotic. Decluttering isn't a one-time event. It's a lifestyle shift. Without consistent habits, it's easy for clutter to return, undoing all the hard work you've done. Adopt the one in, one out rule. For every new item you bring into your home, let go of an old one. This keeps your possessions in balance. Spend 5 minutes a day tidying up. Martha set a timer each evening and made it a ritual to clear surfaces, recycle junk mail, and put away stray items. Designate a clutter basket. Instead of letting items scatter, place them in a basket to sort and address once a week. I realized clutter doesn't happen overnight. It sneaks in a little at a time. These small habits keep it from taking over again. Consistent, simple habits give you control and ensure your home stays a haven of calm and joy. During a weekend visit, Martha's daughter commented on how spacious and organized the house felt. "Mom, this is amazing. Can I help with anything else?" That sparked an idea. Involving loved ones could help Martha stay on track while strengthening her relationships. Decluttering and maintaining a tidy home doesn't have to be a solo effort. Family and friends can offer fresh perspectives, help with heavy lifting, and create meaningful moments as you share stories about the items you're letting go of. Host a declutter and reminisce day. Martha invited her grandchildren to help sort through old photo albums. They laughed over silly pictures and created a digital archive together. Ask for help with regular upkeep. Loved ones can assist with tasks like donating items, recycling, or seasonal deep cleaning. Use the time together to share memories and stories. This not only lightens your load, but also ensures your family feels connected to your journey. A senior named Claire shared, "My daughter helped me clear out my old wardrobe, and we turned it into a fun afternoon. It was a chance to bond and laugh while making my space more functional." Involving others transforms decluttering into a shared experience, fostering connection and reducing the emotional weight of the process. After weeks of decluttering and organizing, Martha realized she no longer missed the items she'd let go of. Instead, she felt a profound sense of freedom. Her home reflected her current life, not just her past, and that brought her immense joy. Many seniors fear that decluttering will lead to regret or emptiness. In reality, living with less often brings clarity, peace, and a deeper appreciation for the things you truly love. Focus on quality over quantity. Martha kept her favorite set of teacups instead of the entire collection, enjoying them every morning. Celebrate the empty spaces. Rather than filling them back up, see them as opportunities for calm and reflection. Keep the momentum going by embracing minimalism in other areas of life, like commitments or daily routines. Another senior, Henry, shared, "I thought I'd feel a void after letting go of so much. Instead, I felt lighter and more at peace. My home finally feels like me." Living with less is about creating space, not just in your home, but in your mind and heart, for what truly matters. It's an act of self-care that allows you to focus on joy and presence. As Martha walked through her home, she couldn't help but feel proud. The tidy shelves, the spacious rooms, and the carefully curated keepsakes were tangible reminders of her hard work. Yet, she realized how important it was to acknowledge her progress and reflect on how far she'd come. Taking the time to celebrate your efforts reinforces the positive changes you've made and keeps you motivated. Decluttering is more than a physical task. It's an emotional journey that deserves recognition. Create a before and after journal. Martha took photos of her spaces before decluttering and compared them to the serene, organized spaces she'd created. Seeing the transformation brought her immense satisfaction. Share your story. Whether it's with family, friends, or a community group, sharing your experience can inspire others and solidify your sense of accomplishment. Reward yourself. Treat yourself to something meaningful, like fresh flowers for your home or a special outing with loved ones to mark the occasion. Another senior, Robert, shared, "I celebrated my decluttering journey by hosting a small dinner party in my newly organized dining room. It felt amazing to share my success with friends." Celebrating your wins fosters gratitude and joy, reminding you that every step you've taken has been worthwhile. It also strengthens your commitment to maintaining your progress. Martha knew she needed a plan to keep clutter from creeping back in. She didn't want her hard work to go to waste, so she created a simple, sustainable routine that fit her daily life. Without a maintenance plan, clutter has a way of sneaking back into our lives. A consistent routine ensures that your home stays organized and prevents the need for another major decluttering effort down the line. Set aside time once a month to review areas prone to clutter, like entryways, countertops, or closets. Use changes in seasons as a natural time to reassess your space. Donate items you no longer need, and reorganize areas that feel chaotic. Before bringing anything new into your home, ask yourself, do I truly need this? And where will it go? She created a clutter calendar, setting small tasks for each month. January was for clearing out holiday decorations, April for rotating her wardrobe, and so on. "It keeps everything manageable," she explained, "and I never feel overwhelmed again." A maintenance routine provides peace of mind, allowing you to enjoy your space without worrying about clutter returning. It also reinforces the habits you've worked hard to build. With her home decluttered and her maintenance plan in place, Martha discovered something wonderful. Her space was no longer a burden. Instead, it became a source of joy, creativity, and connection. Decluttering isn't just about removing things. It's about creating a space that reflects and supports the life you want to live. When your home aligns with your values and needs, it becomes a sanctuary where you can thrive. Redesign your space for what brings you joy. Martha turned her now empty guest room into a craft space where she could sew and paint. Embrace new experiences. Use the time and energy you've gained to explore hobbies, reconnect with loved ones, or simply enjoy quiet moments in your home. Stay open to change. As your life evolves, so will your needs. Periodically reassess your space to ensure it continues to serve you. One senior, Evelyn, shared, "After decluttering, I finally had the space to set up a reading nook by the window. It's my favorite spot in the house, and I spend hours there every week." Living fully in your decluttered space transforms your home into a reflection of who you are and what matters most. It's not just about having less, it's about having more of what truly enriches your life. So here's the deal, you've got this. Your home isn't just a storage unit for stuff, it's your sanctuary for all the amazing moments yet to come. Ready to declutter like a boss? Hit the comments and share your progress. I'll be your biggest cheerleader. Now go own that space.